Hi, my name's Andy Parkin, Managing Director of the multi-award-winning Screed. I'm here today to talk about liquid Screed cost. We're often asked, how much does it cost? Can you give us a ballpark figure? I just need it quick. And we're often a little bit reluctant to do that because we don't like to get things wrong. We like it to be accurate. We like it to be factual in what we're doing. But I appreciate that you need a price sometimes just to give you a ballpark figure to decide, is it viable, isn't it viable? So I'm going to attempt to do that here to give you a bit of an idea of what that price is likely to be. There are a number of factors that make up the cost of liquid screed and actually delivering, supply, laying, finishing the actual product. One of which is the location of the plant that's delivering the screed. So that's going to be a factor that's going to be quite important. Depending on where the plant is in the UK, there are variances in price from plant to plant. So that could be a factor. The other factor might be how far the job is away from the plant. So obviously, if it's very close, a mile or two away, the price of the material will be cheaper. If it's further away, up to 20, even 25 miles, the product will travel, then it's going to be more expensive. The supplier loses the truck for the day in some cases, and so there's an obvious cost relating to it. So that could be a factor in there too. The other factors might be the size of the delivery, because if the full capacity of the truck isn't met, then there's what's called an uncarried charge. So if you imagine that the truck could deliver, say, 6 cubic meters, but it only has, say, 5 cubic meters on, that truck would have been able to deliver a further 1 cubic meter. So there's a cost. There's a fixed cost from getting the truck from A to B and back again. So there may be a part load. So if you're having a smaller delivery, again, there's a bigger part load. So the material cost is going to be the same. It's just that there's going to be a part load charge on it. So if it's a small quantity, the cost per cubic meter that it works out is obviously going to be a bit more expensive. The product itself, you can lay literally anything from, sort of 10 square meters up to 1,500, even 2,000 square meters a day, depending on where the project is, away from the plant, can it be serviced, and, is it a big open area, or are they all small rooms that may cause, time delays, etc. in laying, so that's going to mean you can't get as much of the product laid down. But you can obviously lay massive areas. So you've got a certain amount of fixed cost on the day, which is getting to site, you've got your labour there as well. So your fixed costs divided by a larger area are going to mean your square meterage costs are less. If you've got, similar costs and a smaller square meterage, then of course the price per square meter is going to be greater. So that's another factor there, the actual size of the project, the amount that can be laid within the actual day. So you can imagine at the highest daily supply rate, the rate would be the lowest. And if it's at the lower end of the square meterage, it's going to be at the highest square meter price. Or what we'd often do is on smaller jobs, we'd price it as a total price. So that's, you might get a price on that side of it. The depth of the screed is something, again, that is going to affect the price. So if you're having a 50 mil screed or a 75 mil screed, obviously the 75 mil is containing 50% more material than the 50 mil screed. So that's gonna make a big difference into the cost. So what is the actual rate? Well, really, you're looking at a rate between 10 and 16 pounds typically. So that's something that you're going to get for a job either at the £10 rate, which would be the maybe the 1,000 plus square metres, and up to £16 a metre would be for the 100 square metres. So if you was going a little bit over that, so if you was going, you know, if it was a 50 square metre job, you'd be looking at more expense there. So that could be 20 or so pounds at that point. So you can see that there's a few factors in there that I've just discussed. But, you know, as a ballpark figure, depending on the size of your project, you're looking around 10 to £16 per cubic metre. I hope this helps. Thank you.